It seems that after the era of Ronaldo and Messi, the press is looking for equivalent counterparts to create news comparisons. Mbappe and Haaland seem boring. Let's try Kane and Haaland after all. These are two truly top-class strikers in Europe. BILD newspaper quickly approached Thomas Muller and asked the questions which of the two people above is better. Witnessing the impressive scoring from his 30-year-old teammates, midfielder Muller could not hide his excitement. Recently, people often compare Kane and Erling Haaland. Of course, Haaland is high-class striker, but in the world today, I'd prefer that Kane is the best striker, Muller says on support build. He is a player who possesses all the past skills of an outstanding striker. First, he has the ability to read the game and know where he needs to move the score. Second, not only does he score goals, but he also contributes a lot to the overall gameplay. Kane can observe surroundings, satellites very quickly and make sharp tactical passes. In addition, Muller also expressed admirations for Kane because of the English star's ability to quickly integrate into the new club culture. I don't remember any Bayern player being more successful than him in his first seasons of the team, Muller added. He seemed like he was born to play the Bayern. He is also classist and always completes his tasks well. Muller is not the only one who does not appreciate Haaland. Before Bayern match against Man City last year, Matti Hartsamer, the legends of Bayern Munich, affirmed that it is not like Bayern just saw Erling Haaland for the first time and are scared. When he was at the Dortmund, he's played against Bayern all the time. The more he plays against Bayern, the less goals he scores. Bayern is no strangers to Haaland. They understand Haaland and have really wanted to bring the Norwegian strikers to the Allianz Arena's team to replace Robert Lewandowski in recent years. During his time playing for Borussia Dortmund, Haaland has 7 counters with the German giant. If we only consider personal achievement, 5 goals after 7 matches is definitely a performance that cannot be underestimated. However, the sad thing is that in matches with Haaland's presence, the role teams has unable to win any victories against Bayern. And in the last 3 meetings, this striker only scored 1 goal in 2-3 loss in the Bundesliga. Even some Bayern fans at the time sarcastically said, Haaland came to score goals and we came to win. However, things seem to have changed dramatically in their latest meeting. Erling Haaland plays almost full-time in both matches and he scored in both matches, contributing to Bayern Munich convincing eliminations in the Champions League last year, but Kane also has brighter points than Haaland, or rather, for Müller and Bayern, then is Harry Kane much more than Erling Haaland. Harry Kane has arrived and brought hope to Bayern. Bayern Munich under Mr. Thomas Tuchel is not a team that looks perfect like under previous coach Julian's Nagelsmann. It is a team with many weaknesses in both playing style, force, and even the players' locker room story, but it is Harry Kane's extremely high performance that has made people temporarily forget the outstanding point at Bayern Munich. Playing in a team that is always in crisis is no longer something strange for Harry Kane. Back when he was at Tottenham, Kane always has to carry the rest of his teammates to help Spurs finish in an acceptable positions on the rankings. Returning to Miller's story, he believes Kane will be able to help him with the Champions League at the end of the season in what could be Miller's last season at the German team before he retires or move on a new journey. Kane is good, but all his years a team lacking titles like Tottenham Hotspur will make Kane somewhat unaware of his own ability compared to stars being prized like Kylian Mbappe or Erling Haaland. It can be said that this year's all strong and weak at different times. Bayern Munich is still the team with the second highest chance of winning the Champions League among the teams participating in the knockout rounds, according to experts' assessments. Except for Real Madrid, Bayern's biggest competitor this season is probably Man City, the team that's defeated the Bavarian giants 4-1 in 2 matches last season, but this year's is different. If they miss again, they will take the fields with Harry Kane in hand. In their confrontations with Man City, Kane and Tottenham won 6 matches, drew 2 and lost 8. a pretty good number if we compare the strength between Spurs and the Citizens. The striker who once played for Leicester has 5 goals, 3 assists, and countless quality plays that open up victories for the Roosters. Payne is of course stronger than Tottenham Hotspurs, and it is expected that the cooperation between Kane and Payne will produce a different results when facing Man City. In short, Harry Kane is more comprehensive than Haaland. As for who is better than who, we will probably have to wait for a match between the two teams to know for sure.